Hello students, already we have started electrochemistry part 2. In that one, now we will discuss batteries. So what are these batteries? In the electrochemistry part 2, already we know that these galvanic cells which converts chemical energy into electrical energy, and they are used as what? Source of electrical energy. So they are called as what? Battery here. The number of galvanic cells which are connected in series and used as a source of electrical energy, they are called as what? Battery here. Because in the galvanic cell we know that redox reaction takes place, during which some amount of energy is released, and that will be appearing as what? Electrical energy. Simply these galvanic cells which are used as a source of electrical energy, they are called as what? Battery here. So which are connected in the series. Number of galvanic cells connected in series used as source of electrical energy. Source of electrical energy are called as what? Battery here. Now in case of battery there are two types, that is a primary battery and secondary battery here. There are two types of batteries are there. This is your primary battery and this will be secondary battery. In case of a primary battery, the reaction proceeds only in the one direction, so that they cannot be recharged and reused. As a result, what happens? After some time they become dead here. So such type of batteries are called as what? Primary battery, in which reaction proceeds only in one direction, they cannot be recharged for reuse, so that they become dead after the some time. Such batteries are primary battery here. So reaction proceeds only in one direction, only in one direction, hence they become dead, after some time. Example for this primary battery is dry cell. This dry cell, already we know, we use it in a wall clock. Whatever the cell we are using in the wall clock, that is nothing but your dry cell. It is also called as Lagrange cell. And another example for this one is mercury cell. This mercury cell is also called as button cell. So this button shaped cell is used in the watches, so that these two are what? Coming under primary battery. In case of secondary battery, the reaction proceeds in both directions, so that they can be recharged by passing electrical current through the battery in the opposite direction, so that here electrical energy is stored in the form of chemical energy, and again they can be reused here. Such batteries are called as what? Secondary batteries, in which the reaction proceeds in both direction and they can be recharged by passing electrical current in the opposite direction. So what happens here? Some amount of electrical energy is stored in the form of chemical energy. Again they can be reused during the discharge here. So here reaction proceeds in both direction. In both direction. They can be recharged by passing current in opposite direction. Hence they are what? Reusable batteries here. Hence they can be reused. Example for this one is these secondary batteries, they are also called as what? Storage batteries, because whenever they are charged by passing electrical current, that electrical energy is stored in the form of chemical energy here. That's why these secondary batteries are called as what? They are also called as storage batteries here. Storage batteries. Okay. Example for this one is lead storage battery. Lead storage battery and nickel cadmium cell. So these two are coming under what? Secondary battery. Now I will discuss this dry cell, mercury cell and lead storage battery and nickel cadmium cell in detail. What are the reaction taking place at the anode and cathode? They will be asked in the entrance exam here. So now we will discuss dry cell. In this dry cell, a zinc container which is acting as a anode here, one zinc container is taken, and this will be your zinc container. This zinc container acts as anode, and at the center of this container a carbon rod is kept here, and which is acting as cathode. This is your carbon rod, which is acting as cathode, where reaction, that is reduction, takes place here. Now the space between the carbon rod and this zinc container, this free space, it is filled with some amount of MnO2, ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. So this is what the arrangement of dry cell here. Zinc container is acting as what? Anode, and the carbon rod that is placed at the center, that is acting as a cathode here, and the space between these two is filled with MnO2, ammonium chloride and zinc chloride. Now at the anode what happens? Oxidation takes place here at anode. Zinc undergo oxidation, it loses 2 electron and it will convert into what? Zn plus 2, so that 2 electrons are released here. At cathode, ammonium ion undergo reduction, that is these 2 electrons are gained by what? Ammonium ion that is present in the paste, that is 2 times of NH4 plus, they will gain 2 electrons, so that there is a liberation of 2 moles of ammonia and hydrogen gas. Now this ammonia is a Lewis base because there is a presence of what? Lone pair of electrons on the ammonia. Now this ammonia, it is acting as a ligand, it will form a complex with this zinc chloride, because this zinc chloride is what? Zinc is a d block element which is having a vacant d orbital here. So what happens? There is a formation of complex between the zinc chloride and ammonia now. So here if I write zinc chloride, it combines with 4 moles of ammonia because it is having vacant d orbital, because it is what? D block element. So here the lone pair of electrons on the oxygen, this is the nitrogen, they are given towards what here? Vacant d orbital of the zinc, so that with the zinc it will form what? A complex here. A coordinated complex is formed. Zinc, it will be bonded to the 4 times of ammonia, and overall charge on the complex is plus 2, so that tetramine zinc chloride is formed. This is the complex here. And you have to concentrate on these reaction taking place at the anode and cathode. Only these will be asked in the entrance exam. And now this hydrogen, it is oxidized by what? MnO2. H2 is oxidized by MnO2. We'll take 2 times of MnO2 plus H2, so that it will form 2 times of MnOOH it is. Now in this one, this will be minus 1 and this is a minus 2, and this will be what? Plus 3 it is. So here again a solid is formed here. So these are the reactions which are taking place in the dry cell. You have to concentrate on the reaction taking place at anode and cathode, and this a complex formation and this reaction here. This is about dry cell. Now we will discuss mercury cell. This mercury cell is also called as what? Button cell. Since it is having a button shape, it is also called as button cell. In this mercury cell, a zinc amalgam acts as anode. Any metal with mercury is called as what? Amalgam. So here zinc amalgam is acting as anode, and a paste of mercuric oxide and carbon plus carbon, these two are acting as what? Cathode here. Cathode is a paste of a mercuric oxide and a carbon, it is acting as cathode here, and zinc amalgam is acting as what? Anode. Now these two electrodes, they are kept in an electrolytic solution that is containing zinc oxide plus KOH. What is the electrolytic solution here? Zinc oxide plus KOH. So the mixture of these two is acting as what? Electrolytic solution. Now this cathode and anode, they are dipped into the electrolytic solution, and at anode oxidation takes place and at cathode reduction takes place. As a result of this redox reaction, some electron flow takes place, then some amount of current will be generated. This mercury cell, it is having a potential of, the cell potential of this mercury cell is 1.35 volt. 1.35 volt of current will be generated here. So at anode, what is the reaction taking place here? Zinc is undergoing oxidation, 2 times of OH minus, this is zinc amalgam, so that zinc will be converted to zinc oxide plus water, then it loses 2 electrons here. And at the cathode, here mercuric oxide, it is undergoing reduction, mercury is undergoing reduction here at cathode. This mercuric oxide plus H2O plus it gains what? 2 electrons here. Now it will be converted into mercury plus 2 times of OH minus. Now for this one, overall reaction can be written as this water get cancels, 2 electrons get cancels, 2 OH minus and 2 OH minus get cancels here. Now this can be simply written as, this is a zinc amalgam plus this is a mercuric oxide, it will be converted to, zinc is converted to zinc oxide, mercuric oxide is converted to what? Mercury. So this is your overall reaction. Now these reactions which are taking place at the anode and cathode, they will be asking in the entrance exam, which of the following reaction takes place at anode or cathode, like that they will ask. Just you have to concentrate on the which is acting as anode, which is a cathode, and electrolytic solution, anode and cathode reactions here. This is about mercuric cell or button cell it is. So now we will discuss lead storage battery. Lead storage battery, which is coming under secondary battery. Since it is a secondary battery, it can be recharged and reused here. In lead storage battery, lead is acting as anode and a grid of lead that is packed with PbO2, that is acting as what? Cathode. Now these two, anode and cathode, they are kept in an electrolytic solution that is containing 38% of H2SO4 here. So lead is acting as anode, this is a Pb, lead is acting as anode, and a grid of lead that is packed with PbO2. Here PbO2 is acting as what? Cathode. Now these two are kept in an electrolytic solution that is 38% H2SO4. Then what happens? At the anode, oxidation takes place, at the cathode reduction takes place, as a result a flow of electron takes place, then some amount of current will be generated here. Now here this lead storage battery is represented as, here lead anodes are there and PbO2 cathodes will be there here. So this is your anode, these lead rods, they are acting as what? Anode. so that it is having a negative end where lead is acting as anode. This is your lead rods. Now a grid of lead that is packed with the PbO2 like this. These are acting as what? Cathode here. So this will be your PbO2, and this cathode, it is having what? A positive charge where reduction takes place. Here reduction takes place. Now these two are kept in an electrolytic solution which is having 38% of H2SO4. Here you are having 38% of H2SO4 it is. So this is what your lead storage battery. Now what happens? At the anode, oxidation takes place. At the cathode, reduction takes place here. Now I will write at anode. At anode, oxidation takes place. That lead is combining with H2SO4. Lead will be converted into what? PbSO4. So that lead from 0 oxidation state, it is converted to what? +2 oxidation state by losing 2 electron. That is 2 times of H plus we can write plus 2 electrons. At cathode, again reduction takes place. This PbO2, it combines with again H2SO4. It gains 2 electrons and hydrogen to convert into what here? This will be converted into PbSO4 and 2 moles of water will be formed here. PbSO4 and remaining is what? 2 moles of water is formed. So what will be the overall reaction here? So overall reaction will be Pb plus PbO2 plus 2 times of H2SO4. This gives rise to here H plus ion get cancels, electron get cancels here. This is again you will get 2 times of PbSO4 plus you will get 2 moles of water. So this is the reaction, overall reaction, and this reaction takes place during the discharging. Whenever the battery is in use, it will be discharging, then this reaction will take place. This is the reaction taking place during the discharging of the battery. Whenever this battery is recharged by passing electrical current, then this reaction will be reversed. So during charging, whenever battery is in charging by passing electrical current, then the reaction will be reversed. So during charging, this reaction will take place, so that the reaction will be reversed here. Above reaction will be reversed during the charging of this battery. So this is what lead storage battery. So the next storage cell is nickel cadmium storage cell. That is nickel cadmium storage cell. So it is again a secondary cell. It is also called as NiCad cell because it is a nickel cadmium cell. So it is also called as what? Nickel cadmium cell, nothing but NiCad cell here. So here in this one, cadmium is undergoing oxidation because cadmium acts as anode, and a grid of metal that is containing nickel hydroxide, that is acting as what? Cathode here. Now these two, anode and cathode, they are kept in an electrolytic solution of KOH here. So cadmium is acting as anode, and the metal grid containing nickel hydroxide, this is acting as a cathode. Now these two are kept in an electrolytic solution of KOH. Electrolytic solution, that is nothing but KOH here. Then at the anode, what happens? Cadmium undergo oxidation, and at the cathode, nickel is undergoing reduction. As a result, what happens? Some amount of energy is released, and that will be converted into electrical energy here. So this is also what? Storage battery, nothing but secondary cell. This can also be recharged and reused here. So at anode, what happens? At anode, cadmium is undergoing oxidation. So cadmium plus 2 times of OH minus gives cadmium oxide plus H2O plus 2 electrons. Now these 2 electrons are taken by what? Nickel hydroxide at the cathode. At cathode, this will be a nickel hydroxide. Here nickel, it is in the plus 3 oxidation state, 2 times will take, so that 2 electrons are gained. So here nickel trihydroxide, this become as what? Nickel hydroxide. Nickel will be coming to plus 2 oxidation state here, 2 times of nickel hydroxide plus 2 times of OH minus here. So this is the reaction which is taking place at anode, oxidation, and at the cathode, reduction. Here nickel, it is in the plus 3 oxidation state, it will be converted to what? Plus 2 oxidation state. Now for this anode and cathodic reaction, we can write overall reaction here. Overall reaction that is taking place in nickel cadmium cell is cadmium plus, here 2 OH minus and 2 OH minus get cancels, electron get cancels here. So this is 2 times of nickel hydroxide, this is plus 3 oxidation state, and here cadmium oxide plus water plus 2 times of nickel hydroxide. So this is the overall reaction that is taking place in what? Nickel cadmium storage cell. Now again here, this is the reaction taking place during the discharging of the cell. Whenever the cell is charging, this reaction will be reversed here. So this is the reaction taking place when the battery is in discharging mode. Now during the charging, this reaction will be reversed here. This is a charging and this will be what? Discharging. So this is what the reactions of anode and cathode in case of nickel cadmium cell here.